And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel. Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. We're going to do a collection update today. It's been a great month of May so far. It keeps on rolling. So many movies coming out. Lots of good stuff. I picked up quite a few titles this past week. There's even a few I skipped on that I still got to go back and pick up at some point. But we'll dive into it, and I'll show you what I got. And, I'll give a little 4K review of Wild Things at the end. So if you want to check that out, stay to the end. So these first couple of movies are things that were on sale on Amazon. I saw them on Blu-ray.com. I thought that's a really good deal on these, and went ahead and pulled the trigger, picked them up. And it's a couple of Wes Anderson flicks. I really do enjoy Wes Anderson's movies. I've thought about getting Moonrise Kingdom from Criterion many times. Just never pulled the trigger. I'm sure this Blu-ray is just fine. It's not really one of those types of movies. There's probably some cool special features on that Criterion. But to be honest, I'm okay with just the movie. I like it, but I don't need to dive into it like that. But I did enjoy Moonrise Kingdom quite a bit. I really enjoy Wes Anderson's style. The way he does movies, the casting, the way he writes the dialogue. I mean, there's so many things about it I really like. And French Dispatch is another one, and I have not checked this one out yet. I've thought about getting it on video on demand a few times. It's been fairly cheap since it came out. I think for the most part it's been like $15, but this finally went on sale. I forget how much it was, but I want to say it was like under $10. I don't quite remember what it was, but it was a great deal on this one. And of course this has Bill Murray. I mean, all Wes Anderson's movies have like a huge ensemble cast. This one's no different, but I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Now everything else I got is all brand new stuff that came out pretty much this week. And so let's get into those. First one maybe some people have not heard of, and that was Uma. And I talked about this one on one of my physical media reports. It looked like a good movie. I watched the trailer. It kind of sold me on the movie. I'm not usually big on supernatural movies, but this one looked really good, and it's got Sandra Oh in it, really great actress. This movie is Sandra Oh lives on a farm here in the States with her daughter. She gets her mother's ashes sent over to her from Korea, and apparently, her growing up was really difficult. Her mom was really tough on her, sort of tortured her, really. And so when she gets her ashes, she starts having all these visions, these dreams, and she's worried that she's going to become like her mother and start to, abuse and mistreat her daughter. Well, there's some supernatural forces at play, and those fears start to become a reality. She starts to sort of snap, and she does start to become the monster that she was afraid that she would become. And I haven't seen the movie. This is just everything I got from the trailer. They give away a lot. But it does look like a good movie. I mean, it looks eerie, looks creepy. this is on the short list. I'm working right now. I'm in the middle of my work week, but as soon as I'm off, this is one of those that's definitely going to get watched. May have to leave a light on. Another movie that you're definitely not going to get scared by, but that is Studio 666. I have seen this one. It's campy, kind of schlocky a little bit, goofy, but it is fun, and I just love the Foo Fighters so much. I was definitely bummed out, when Taylor Hawkins died. It's cool seeing him in this movie. I remember listening to a Howard Stern interview literally about a week before Taylor died. They were promoting this movie coming out. They give away way too much in those interviews and stuff. But, it was just fun hearing him talk about making the movie. Taylor Hawkins didn't want to learn any of his lines. He was totally, really uninterested in this movie. And it kind of shows a little bit in the movie, to be honest with you. They had to cut down his scenes quite a bit because of that. So, there was just some interesting, lots of interesting things in that interview about this movie. But when you watch the movie, it is kind of fun. It's goofy. It's definitely gory. It's got a lot of gore to it. But I do enjoy sort of a horror comedy. This definitely fits that bill. This would be a really fun one to watch with some friends. Kind of goof on it a little bit. Because they certainly goof on it. But it's a good enough movie that you could probably come back to it every now and again. It's not necessarily a one-time watch. And I was surprised to see it came with a slipcover. I really didn't think it was going to. But very, very cool. Glad to have it in the collection. Not too expensive either. It was, not too bad on that one. Next is Malignant on 4K. This one, was a great movie. 4K, like if you've seen this movie on Blu-ray or, in theaters or on demand, then you knew it was going to look great in 4K. I have not yet watched it on 4K, but I imagine it looks amazing. Did not come with a slipcover, but that's okay. Glad to finally have it in the collection. I held off on the Blu-ray, and I'm glad I did, because now I picked it up, got it on 4K. Just wish they would release those together. It's a weird practice. It's something I hope doesn't continue to happen. But who knows? Just got this one in like yesterday. And that is Cat's Eye on 4K. This is a Studio Canal release. It's an overseas release. I collect for Stephen King's movies. I do have Cat's Eye. I just watched it maybe about a year and a half ago when I picked up that Cat's Eye Steelbook. I'll probably watch maybe The Ledge. That's actually probably my favorite story from this one. This one's a little bit of an anthology. It covers a few different stories where, the cat plays a part in each story. At least a small little part, It's not one of my favorite Stephen King movies. When I did watch it a few years ago, I thought to myself that it didn't quite hold up. A lot of the stories, like I said, Man on the Ledge was my favorite one. The one about smoking, I didn't like it that much. And then, of course, it ends with Drew Barrymore and the Troll. That one's okay. Definitely not my favorite Stephen King movie, but because I collect Stephen King titles, I had to get this one. I do really like the slipcover. You know, it's a pretty cool slipcover, and yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I'm at least gonna look at the picture quality and the sound and things like that. But I don't think I'll be watching the whole thing all the way through. So this next one, I'm glad it got released here in the States. It was one that I was going to import if it didn't, and that is The Burning Sea. And this is put out by Malignant. You know, usually that sends me running the other way. You know, I'm not a big fan of their work. But, you know, watching the trailer for this one, looking at some screenshots of it, the biggest reason I picked this one up is because it is in both Dolby Vision and has Dolby Atmos, and is a big, you know, sort of, you know, natural disaster sort of movie. You know, if you ever watched Deepwater Horizon, you know how good that looked and sounded. I'm hoping this looks and sounds as good as that does. And it looked like a fairly good movie. I did pop it in to the player. I don't have time to watch the whole movie, but I did pop it in just to kind of take a look, see what it looked like, sounded like. And I wanted to see about the, you know, the English, you know, because this is a Norwegian movie. And when you pop it on, you have to go to audio and switch it over to English, because it came default set to Norwegian. You have the option of going subtitles if you want, but it is dubbed in English. There was a little bit of a weird sync issue on the dub. But I just looked at it briefly. I didn't really play around with it too much, or, you know, check other settings. Maybe there's something I can change. But honestly, it wouldn't really bother me too much. This one's really going to be mostly visual, and then, of course, the sound, you know, the sound effects, the Atmos of hopefully a whole lot of cool stuff going on in this one. So, you know, it's a $20 title. It's not too expensive, and I've heard some good stuff about it. Read a few reviews that had some good things to say about it. The screenshots look good. What I saw in the small little sample that I did look at looked good. So I have high hopes for it, and hopefully it's just a good movie and one that I'll enjoy. I'm definitely gonna be checking that one out, you know, as soon as I'm off work. Next, I picked up a couple Scream Factory titles. I got both the Happy Death Day to You on 4K. Of course, these came with posters. They did not come with slipcovers. You know, I posted about it on Instagram. A lot of people jumped on there. You know, these aren't special editions. That's why you didn't get the slipcovers. Well, you know, I'll be honest with you. I thought they were special editions. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, Scream Factory charged the premium price for it. You know, these are on 4K. All their other 4Ks have been special editions. It came with the posters. You know, it doesn't cost them that much money to come up with the slipcovers for these. They should have had slipcovers on these. I don't care what you say. I don't care if it's their policy not to put on slipcovers on something that's not special editions or not. If you're charging that much for these, if you're not giving us reversible artwork, if you're not doing original artwork, you're just going with the poster stuff, then, you know, at least give us a slipcover, or don't charge that much, you know? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. But that's Scream Factory. They're kind of all over the place with their practices and what they do. They just recently kind of dropped the ball on the craft a little bit. And Candyman just came out, and to be honest, I would almost rather pick it up from Arrow. And I did pick up Candyman, but not from Scream Factory. I got it from Turbine Media. It's in the mail. It's still coming. But it's going to be the same 4K transfer, but some of the extras it comes with, the artwork, it's in a media book, comes with the soundtrack, and it costs roughly the same. So I'll show you when I get it, but yeah, I mean there's there's other ways, other places to get some of these movies, but unfortunately not these. These were pretty good. Picture quality was really good. The audio was standard. I mean, it's 5.1. Nothing really stood out that well on the audio. I mean, as far as like anything special going on. It was solid though. Not a great deal of special features. I guess that falls into the not being a special edition. There's like a couple new audio commentaries on here, but everything else is pretty much standard stuff. I probably wouldn't recommend picking these up, to be honest. They're just at this price. If they were $20, I would change my mind. But at like 35, no. I mean, or even at 30, I would be like no, because it's just not that big of an upgrade over the Blu-ray, and they just don't give you enough of those extra special things, i.e. packaging, and things of that nature that makes you want to pick it up. I mean, it's got the same audio as the Blu-ray, and it's so you're not picking it up for audio, you're not picking it up for packaging. It's got the same covers, no slip cover. So really just a 4K Dolby Vision upgrade, which is very nice, but is it worth like a $35 price tag per movie? No, it's really not. Next I got X. And of course I saw this in theaters, loved it. Beautiful slipcover on this one. I like that, embossed. The X got a little shine to it. The rest of it's kind of in a matte finish, but the X is kind of glossy. I dig that. Great movie. Good price on this one too, only $20. And there is a rumor that it will be coming out in 4K at some point, especially here in the States. I mean, it's official that overseas, Cape Light Pictures is putting this out on 4K. I actually have it pre-ordered. I went ahead and pre-ordered the media book for it, but it doesn't come out until September 2nd. So that's why I went ahead and picked this one up now, because I do want to watch it. I want to watch all the special features. I want to rewatch the movie. I'll probably end up seeing it a couple times maybe. And then in September I'll be getting that media book, the 4K media book. And then last but not least, we got Wild Things on 4K. This one's put out by Arrow. You get the nice box set here. Nice slip box, hardcover. Comes with you get a book with it. Nice big thick book. Tons of things in there to look at, read through. You get a nice poster here. I'm not going to unfold it. It's got the original poster art on one side. It's got the, the new poster on the other. And then you got the 4K itself. It comes in an extra thick, like 14 millimeter case. Always like those. Inside you get some art lobby cards here. Reproduction, lobby cards. Pretty cool. Of course, there you go. A little Denise Richards action. And so the movie itself, a lot of people, they think Wild Things. They think of the pool scene. They think of the car wash. They think Denise Richards. They think Menage a Trois. But set all that stuff aside, it's actually a pretty good movie. It's a fun kind of thriller that honestly has more twists than turns than a country road. I mean, this thing, they almost twist and turn too much in this movie. But even though, once you watch the movie and you know everything that goes on, everything that happens, how it ends, there's enough there that kind of keeps you coming back to this one. And for that reason, I definitely recommend this one. It looks fantastic, too. I mean, it's a colorful movie. It's a good summertime movie. It's like, shot in South Florida. Beautiful scenery. And it did really look good. Even the audio was good as well. It's a 5.1 mix. Kind of standard, but it was solid. Overall, a really, really good release. There's also a steelbook of this one, but I'd preferred the this with the box and everything. You can't go wrong either way, though. I mean, whichever way you get this, but you should pick it up. Really great addition, and more than just those few little sexy moments. It's a good movie. You probably noticed I didn't pick up Batman this week. It wasn't on purpose. I just most of these I ordered online, and that's why I have them now. I mean, I just didn't go to the store, to be honest with you, and I didn't pre-order Batman or anything, so next time I go to the store, I'll probably pick up a copy. I'm not in a huge hurry to pick it up, though. I mean, right now I have it on my DVR. I mean, it's playing on like regular HBO. It's on HBO Max. I have it recorded, like I said. I mean, so, and I saw it in theaters. I saw it, on HBO Max. So I wouldn't watch it again for a while. I mean, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I do want to own it, but I still prefer the Christopher Nolan movies much more. I thought this one was a little overhyped. It's okay, but so I will pick up the Batman eventually. And there's even a few other movies that I had my eye on, but this is the stack for this week. It's been an expensive month, and I do got some cool stuff coming in from different places, kind of rounding out the month. Yeah, it's probably the most I've spent in a month in a long time. And they've put out so many good things. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're unsubscribed to the channel, I invite you to do so. And as always, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies. And I'll see you on the next one.